Let's start this comparison videos with the scenic view that you can get in the Mornington Peninsula and the Great Ocean Road. Well, what you see on my back is the Great Ocean Road is absolutely unbeatable. You won't be able to get such a scenic view in the Mornington Peninsula. I am here between Lone and Apollo Bay. Surely the best part of the Great Ocean Road is just amazing. So many kilometers of curves where every single corner is absolutely stunning. The drive into the Great Ocean Road is amazing, it's unique, it's beautiful, it's scenic, amazing cliffs, unique lighthouses, long beaches, surfing is awesome, really you have a lot. Plus you have iconic places like London Bridge, the 12 Apostles, you have really everything. Meanwhile, in the Mornington Peninsula, the drive is fine, but it's not as fantastic as the Great Ocean Road. In fact, I don't think there is much of a comparison, to be honest with you. There are a few pieces here and there where it is really spectacular, like between Mornington and Safety Beach, or just after Rosebud, or at the end close to Point Nepean, but nothing really like the Great Ocean Road. So if you just want to have a beautiful drive, then the Great Ocean Road has to be. And now let's talk about the beaches. The Great Ocean Road has better surfing beaches just because the coastline is so much longer. So many more options than in the Mornington Peninsula. This is not to say that you can't do surfing in the Mornington Peninsula. There are some fantastic beaches like the one I am now in Portsea. It's just that you have more options on the Great Ocean Road. And if you're starting some surfing, I suggest you to go to Apollo Bay with gentle waves. Perfect place to learn this sport, especially for kids. The great advantage of the Mornington Peninsula is that it is exposed to both the bay and also the ocean. So what you will find on the bay side is calm water, very shallow, crystal clear, fantastic option, especially if you're traveling with kids. And then you have the ocean side, where you can find beautiful beaches for surfing, as well as a beautiful coastal walk. So plenty of options in the Mornington Peninsula for a beautiful stay. Hold on, I'm building these channels and I need your help. Please subscribe to the channel because this means a lot to me. And by the way, I'm not gonna suggest you any accommodation in this video, but I have a few tips in the video description that you can check out for some amazing accommodation in the area. And what about the access to these two destinations? Well, the Mornington Peninsula is so much better connected to Melbourne. You will be here in about 1 hour to 1 hour 30 based on your town or beach that you want to go. Meanwhile, for the Great Ocean Road, you need at least 1 hour 30 to 2 hours for the first destination. But then if you go to Port Campbell, you're gonna spend about 3.5 to 4 hours drive. So it's quite a long trip. And for this reason, I usually suggest the Mornington Peninsula for the day trip, no worries at all. But if you want to do the Great Ocean Road, you should plan at least 2 days, but I highly suggest 3 to 4 days. We stop here on the Great Ocean Road for the Shortcut Trail, absolutely stunning. You have a couple of hours walking inland. But yesterday we did another walk into the waterfalls close to Apollo Bay. Then the day before another waterfall, the Stevenson Waterfalls, also near Apollo Bay. So many possibilities on the Great Ocean Road just because part of it is into the Ottaway National Park where you have plenty of organized trails from easy to more challenging walks. In Mornington Peninsula for sure you will find a few, but not as many as here. Also the variety of the walks in the Great Ocean Road is so huge, especially once compared to the Mornington Peninsula. Accommodation on both the Great Ocean Road and Mornington Peninsula are plentiful, so you can find always an hotel, an Airbnb, a camping area, no worries at all. Must be said that Mornington Peninsula has accommodation all through the peninsula, meanwhile Great Ocean Road tends to have most of accommodation in the 4 or 5 main villages along the Great Ocean Road, which are Port Campbell, Apollo Bay, Lone and Anglesey. By the way, I made a video actually about where to stay for both the Great Ocean Road and the Mornington Peninsula, where I talk about every single village and town where you can book your accommodation. Sports options. If you go to the Great Ocean Road, obviously the main sport is surfing, and that's where you will find some of the best beaches in the country, as I said. And then you can go hiking. There is the Great Ocean Road walk, which is fantastic and unique. But that's really pretty much it. Meanwhile, if you go to the Mornington Peninsula and you stay the oceanside, you have all the same options, hiking and surfing. But if you stay on the bayside, you can concentrate, for example, on sailing, which is very, very popular. And then you have snorkeling, because the water is so much calmer and the wind is not as strong on the Great Ocean Road usually. And from Sorrento you can also take the ferry that goes to Queen's Cliff on the other side of the peninsula, and from there going to the Great Ocean Road is just a few kilometers. What about the wildlife? Well, in both Mornington Peninsula and the Great Ocean Road there is plenty of wildlife. I must be honest with you, on the Great Ocean Road there are a few sites where surely you're gonna see some of the most iconic wildlife like kangaroos. I am here at the Anglesey Golf Park. There is also a walking track where you can see koalas, and you're pretty much 100% sure that you're gonna see this wildlife. There is of course wildlife in Mornington Peninsula, but there are not really spots where surely you will see that. And now let's talk about the events that we can have in these two areas. On the Great Ocean Road you should expect mostly sport-related events. I'm thinking here obviously of the Bell Beach Cup, which is a famous, world famous surfing competition on Easter time. The Cadell ride that runs at the start of the year, one of the most important into the cycling industry. And then there is the fantastic marathon ending in Apollo Bay, which is actually 44 kilometers instead of 41. It's a little bit more, but absolutely spectacular. The Mornington Peninsula focus more on food and wine experience. So you will have the food week, the wine week, the harvesting week, plenty of possibilities to explore the wine and food of the region. And with this subject I'm gonna close this video, but stay tuned because next week I will have another video. Subscribe to the channel and of course like this video. See you in the next one.